Hi everyone, it's me back again. We'll see if there will be anyone hopping on this live. I posted in advance that I will be talking today about IBS, and I bet you know what that is, but I will explain that a little bit more. I have a strong belief that every single person face this syndrome, every single person, and we just think extreme, but I will be honest with you guys. Just let me read that because this is a really hard word. I will just say it wrong. Irritable bowel syndrome is the symptoms that you can get are so common that with every single person that I talk to, they will tell me that they have it. So let me tell you very basic symptoms. And today I wanted to share what do I do with my clients because of all of those symptoms. And it doesn't matter if you will tell me I have IBS, I am diagnosed with IBS, or I have no idea what IBS is. Because if you know me, you probably heard from me already that every single illness, and yes, illness is something that we can have diagnosed, starts in a gut. But typically illness, the diagnosis is something that you will be getting like today. So it started 5, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years ago. But today you're just getting the illness, the diagnosis. So if you know me, you probably heard that many times. So let me tell you a couple things that I know, symptoms that are like you will not believe that this is IBS, but it is. Like the pain and cramping. It's a symptom. It's your body is talking to you. You probably wouldn't even think that you might have this syndrome. Bloating and the swelling all over your stomach. That is like whoever I talk to, you have one or the other. Changes in the bowel movement. So we're not talking about the constant diarrhea or constant constipation, but it's like constipation, diarrhea, both or one or the other, and you just don't know where you are. You are having gas like it's windy Chicago, honest to goodness. So it's like going all over the place and all the time, and you pretty much feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot go anywhere. It's stressful. It's simply stressful. So the gas all the time, like urgent movement will just move you straight to the bathroom. Like whatever you do, let's say you get up from the couch or you get out from the car and right away you gotta go to the bathroom. So that's something that that's really hard. I can tell you this. I see that at some people and I help them, but it's really hard. Lack of energy, the lethargy during the day. Could you connect it with the gut? And could you even connect it with the IBS? And all the time feeling sick, like you have no idea what's going on, but you are just feeling sick. And all of that, it's a syndrome. Those are the symptoms that this IBS is talking to you. And now the question is, what you gonna do? So let me tell you what I typically go over with people that I'm helping, with my clients. And you can think if you are doing any of that. if this is for you, any of that I will be sharing, is this any of the knowledge that you have? And I don't know if those are like, you know, bullet points one by one, but I just have them on one paper and I will just read through. Some are more important, some are, you know, somewhere else, but and most of them are for every single person. I'm just telling you, most of them are for every single person. So, are you drinking at least one, hopefully two, glass of water every morning, just when you start the day? I do have two, but I will be honest with you, 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, I didn't drink any water, any. And all of my symptoms that I had, illnesses that I had, they were nothing else but IBS. And was I ever diagnosed? No. Was I ever told to drink water? No. But that's one thing. One glass or two, that will be amazing if you can do that. Are you eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner? A minimum 3 times a day. And I hear often incorporating intermittent fasting, which is amazing, which is awesome, which is good, which I applaud you, which I do. You still need 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can do your intermittent fasting. You can do a short one, long one, but still, this stuff is happening. These 3 meals are happening. And like excuses that people are giving me, like, I don't eat breakfast. You do. It's just at 2 p.m., but you do. It's a break fast. It's your breakfast. It doesn't matter what time it is. It still is breakfast. Even if you're doing intermittent fasting, it's just later in time. And it's all fine. It's good. But you gotta remember about these 3. Do you exercise regularly? Whatever exercise you pick. And if I can go from the very bottom, will be like even breathing exercise, to the very high, strange exercises that are very heavy, like weightlifting, I don't know, running, like heavy for me. I mean, this stuff is just not easy for me. But even exercising, breathing through so many different types of, physical activity, even walking, swimming, whatever that is, to the high level of anything. I don't do high level of anything, but I do exercise daily. And that's important. But I wasn't, just saying, just so you know, I wasn't so smart when I had problems. I just had to figure it out, and then problems are gone. Another thing is, for relief, the pain relief, I know it's helpful. I wasn't using it, but I remember like my grandma, she was using it. So the hot water bottle, do you recognize sometimes this hot, silicone bottles that you can put a hot water and just warm up your belly? It's so helpful. And I can tell you that for some people, putting this for the pain relief is very helpful. I didn't do it. I didn't know it when I got into the place of fixing my body and learning my body and getting better. Simply said, I probably was already in the other stage. I never had a chance to try it, but I know it's helpful. Another thing with this problem in your body, which you can read the problem with all the symptoms I said at the beginning. My question would be, how do you work to help out with your stress? What is the level of the stress you have? What do you think? How you can measure it? What will be the number that you can tell me? And what do you do to reduce the stress? Is there anything you do? Because if you don't, that's another plan to figure it out. Do you drink? And that might be for relaxation, that might be for better sleep, that might be for better digestion, for detoxification, whatever pick and choose that you will have. But do you drink a cup of tea for the night? So you are not going to sleep like drained off of water. Like you will be sleeping with this. Do you remember our grandmas were saying, like, or maybe not your grandmas, but maybe your mama was saying to you, like, hot cup of milk will help you for a sleep. That's not about the milk. It's about the hot. It's about the warm water, warm tea. And I suggest the tea. There's so many different choices, but just go with the tea for the night sleep. Can you tell that your lifestyle, your eating, simply said, because I don't like a word diet. You know, you can open your fridge, that's your diet. You can look into your cart when you shop in a store, that's your diet. Your choices starts on a shopping place, on a shopping time. So do you think your eating style is high on fiber or low on fiber? That's a very important information. On number one, we need to know, what do you think you are on a high fiber or low fiber, and with all of your symptoms, so then we can connect the dots. That's really important. Are you working on eliminating stuff that could be causing problems? And that elimination goes with many things. Let me check. Wheat. So we are talking more into like elimination, not only the wheat on its own, but mainly it's because of gluten. So that's one. Dairy, that will be second thing. I mean, are you thinking, have you ever worked on that? Have you ever tried eliminating? I'm not saying you have to, but because of trying in and out for a season, just not one day, for a season, will help you reading your body, will help you see what does it do, how do you feel when you eliminate it, how you feel when you get it back into your eating. There is sugar, coffee into that elimination process, but also one important thing is about your eating process, especially with IBS, but overall I would say digestion stuff problem. It's chewing, guys. It's you supposed to be chewing for a long period of time in your mouth before you swallow. So obviously the question is, who does it? When I sit down and eat, I think about it, like, how many times do I really chew? If I catch myself eating fast, I start counting. And it's not easy to chew for about 30 times in a mouth. It is not easy. I get it. I understand. I am doing the same. I'm working on it to chew slowly. Maybe not exactly 30 times, but just do it slowly. So like avoiding avoiding stuff will be also high processed food, the spicy stuff. I mean, spices are amazing, but for some people, spices are causing the problems. And if you can figure it out, that everything is fine, but when I eat a spicy food, just simply, I'm not talking about spices as herbs, but it was just spicy. It was just causing like, fire in your mouth, and then you feel the same in your belly. Do you cook? Do you cook, guys, in a house, and do you know what you eat? Because sometimes we just have no idea what we are buying outside, and I'm not talking about even processed food. You have no idea how it was prepared, what's in the ingredients. Even though you are buying a salad piece of meat and, I don't know, let's say a rice. There's so many ingredients that are in and you have no idea what's in it. So cooking meals at home helps figure it out a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's like, you know, on a one day click, you will figure it out, but it's helpful. But like I said, all of these points are the points that I go through with people, and that helps me where we are, what we figured it out, what our body is telling us, and how we're getting better, and what is the next thing to change. Do you, I mean, I will mention that at the end, I think, but like notes, take notes and understand how you feel after which meal, what was in the meal, so you can like understand what kind of food is causing what kind of feeling. And I will be giving you an ideas about that in a second. Also, like reading ingredients in a product that we are buying. It's like not only the front packages we're supposed to be reading, but just turn the package on the back or side and read ingredients, read nutrition facts, and make sure that if you are eliminating something, that it's not in a package, even though it says gluten-free, organic, non-GMO, whatever it says on the front. Could have an even gold standard medal on the front. Still read ingredients, because you will be shocked and surprised. Are you incorporating, and this was something that until I mean, I know that I need that stuff when I miss it. This is the most I learned about my body. And these are probiotics, prebiotics, and digestive enzymes. So I included them right away when I decided on my changes, on my, you know, work process. And I was constipated up to the rooftops. I was fatigued all the time. Like, I don't even remember. I don't want to go this route. Okay. But the thing is that I did incorporated 3 things into my process today. This stuff is like 2-3 times a day with me before every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I know how important that is, but I can tell you guys, as soon as I had a trip or something that I didn't have it with me, or, you know, I didn't, I just, you know, I finished it. I needed to wait for another order to come in, or I just forgot to have it. And God forbid it happened for 3 days. Sooner or later, my stomach was giving me all the information right away that it's missing enzymes, probiotic, and prebiotic. So that's something that I learned to have it all the time with me when I travel. It's easy on the go because it doesn't have to be kept in the refrigerator. It's just, you know, in the packages or the way it's designed, it doesn't have to be refrigerated. So it's like 3 in 1. And I have it everywhere I go. I have it before every restaurant's meal. I have it in a house. I have it 2 times in my day. So before my breakfast and before my dinner, even though I cook in the house, I still have it every day, 2 times a day. But wherever I go, it's just easy on the go, because if I go on a trip, I have it with me. If I travel, I just take, you know, for every single day, as many as I need, plus more, just in case, if, you know, like pizza happens, alcohol happens, all this stuff happens that my body's not used to it every single day. And if I feel bad, I will have it 1 more for the night, just to help me out, to just, you know, relax my stomach, to relax the whole digestive tract. So what I would love to give you at the end is keep a food diary. If you need some ideas, like how does it look, let me know. I can send you what I was using. I can send you what I give my clients completely free. So don't hesitate. You can message me anytime you need. But this is the thing. You will have all the weeks, all the days in a week, and you will have all the meals that you eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacking, drinks you have, liquids that you take. And you just put in this like spreadsheet, simply said information. What did you eat? How did you feel? Sometimes when people struggle a lot, it's good to take notes like, how did you feel right away? 1 hour, 2 hours after. But it's with the person that I'm helping, and it's really problematic. Like, people are struggling big times, and I completely understand. Sometimes it takes a lot of time to fix the problem, and it will take a lot of input in order to help, and sometimes it's just a lot of work to do, and I understand it's just undoable on a one click. It takes time. And on the other hand, I want to tell you guys, you didn't get yourself into the place you are today with the problem this or that within one click. It didn't happen overnight. So it took you your entire life to get to the place you are now. So if you want to fix it, you gotta give yourself grace. You gotta give yourself some love. You gotta give yourself some understanding. And some time, simply said, in order to help you out. So the food diary, which I was mentioning already, is just simply, honest to goodness, going to help you figure it out. What did you eat and how did you feel? And that goes every single day. Doesn't matter if you were eating well or not, if you were eating 3 times a day, or just because of whatever happens, you didn't. And this way you can figure it out, how you feel when you are good to yourself and how you feel when you miss out on anything. And there's no perfection about it. There's no way you're gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. After over 9 years of working with my body, helping myself, learning healthy lifestyle, I always will mess up somewhere. You gotta be bad in order to get really good in something. So that's completely understandable. That's how I want to share about the IBS that I mentioned. The topic will be today. We are almost at the end of this month, and I'm really grateful that I found the topics that I wanted to share with you guys, and that I was systematically working on them. Tomorrow, I probably will be hopping one more time this week for live. As soon as I know what's the plan for May, I will be sharing, because we will be having probably tons of really good topics to learn from every single Wednesday Wellness. Obviously, the first Wednesday Wellness will be with Dr. Tanda Cook and her friend. Those are naturopathic physicians, so I strongly suggest you hop on those and let me know if you want to connect. I will just give you a Zoom number and a link to connect. Besides that, there will be a lot of good topics, I bet, and May is coming. I'm so excited. I have a little trip in May to go, so maybe I will be connecting only on 2-3 days in the next week, and then I am on a trip, which I might be sharing some pictures, and I might be sharing how I'm eating, or how what am I drinking, and my enzymes with the probiotic and prebiotic when I'm taking them. So you will see how I live, on a trip. But on my profile, Facebook or Instagram, you can see how I live on a daily basis, and what is a priority for me for my healthy lifestyle. So hopefully this was helpful. If I picked any questions that you wanna discuss with me, please message me. You can send it, via Facebook or Messenger through Facebook or Instagram, or even you can comment and we'll catch up each other through YouTube. I'm gonna post it as YouTube too. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.